Insert card, I'm online. Sufficient funds on the swipe. Service fees too high. KMT, that's a third of the swipe. African boy, that's me. You won't catch me in no dead TC.
Lovely. Right. So first things first, what have you guys been doing during this period of quarantine? So what have you been doing while you're stuck inside?
I mean, me personally, I have like a little game room here, so I just been like recording and like playing video games, and just like I have like a little studio, so we just been like working, you know what I mean, just trying to get as much things done as possible.
Nice.
Yeah, for me, I just been, writing music and stuff like that, getting prepared to drop some more heat for y'all, you know what I'm saying? So just really working, and I'm actually praying.
Amen.
Fasting and stuff like that. Amen.
Oh, are you fasting? Me too.
Okay.
Really?
Right. Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
What's up? Okay.
It's tough, man. It's tough.
Oh, it's hard. It's very tough.
Yes.
Okay. So straight into it. How did you come up with the name G4 Boyz? And can you tell me a bit about Jewelley Gang? Because a lot of us over here want to know what that means.
Okay. Well, when it comes to G4 Boyz, so basically it's like this. In the school. So okay, it was in school where me and my brother used to always dress up like we was like always coming to kill stuff. Rocking Pradas, Gucci. We was those Africans that always had to prove themselves. Like, oh yeah, we got money and stuff like that. So one girl, I forgot her name. A
Maria?
girl was like, I think it's Brittany, the white girl Brittany.
Okay.
Right. She saw me in the hallway and she was like, damn, you so fat like a G4. I'm like, G something. I'm like, what? I was like, I ain't know what it was. I went and did a research. Yo, what's a G4? And it's a plane. So I said, you know what? We're gonna call ourselves G4 Boyz because we have our own private type of flyness. You feel me? So that's what it was. You get and with Jewelley Gang, Buggy, do you want to explain that?
Nah, go ahead.
I'll go ahead. Okay, so with Jewelley Gang, we started that up. You feel me? Because it's like another part of us. G4 Boyz is a duo. Jewelley Gang is a full of us, like a bunch of foreigners, Africans, Dominicans, Spanish, Asian. We're just really very foreign. You get me? So that's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, Buggy, you want to put your little insight on there or not?
Yeah, I mean, basically, just like our street team. I mean, just full of rappers, just full of models. It's everybody's in it. I mean, everybody just it's just more of like the crew versus like the main artist. You know what I'm saying?
Like a creative collective of people.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense. Okay, so tell me a bit about what it was like growing up in Park Hill with immigrant parents. I'm sure they definitely tried to keep you out of trouble.
Ice, go ahead. Go ahead. All right, okay. Well, listen. I'm gonna tell you this. Growing up in Park Hill, me and my brother was born in Park Hill, New York, Staten Island, but was actually raised in Brooklyn. But growing up it was kind of tough. You get me? Because it's like just being African was a tough thing. It's like you always got to prove yourself because we was from the projects, and people, the American kids, they was really more like, oh, you smell your food, just making fun of our food and stuff like that. It was tough, but Park Hill is full of Africans, so we kind of took over the situation. And with us, we always been about our business, not really trying to get in trouble. But as soon as we was getting a little older, we was getting to a little mischief and stuff like that. So we had to move and come back and stuff like that. But I loved it. I learned all my insights, all my with music, the culture. I learned that being African was fly. You feel me? Like I was very proud to come from Park Hill, and what what I learned from that was like to be strong and never give up, and always fight for what you believe in. You get me? So, I mean, for me, your brother, you could say your part.
I mean,
what you feel about
for me growing up in Park Hill, New York, in the early stages was just more so like Ice was kind of saying, where just like we were just like being African my mom never really let us out. So we'll be on like 24-hour lockdown. The only time we really went out was like during school hours. Like that's when we was really out, we was out and about. And you know, when the kids, they'll always be like African booty scratcher, all these extra things. And for us, one thing about me and my brother, like we knew how to fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing, you can say whatever you want, but we know how to fight. We was African. My mom used to beat my ass so much, we learned how to fight. Like, we learned how to fight. So we used to whip these niggas' asses, but it was weird to me because it wasn't just white people saying this, it was like black people too, like American blacks calling us these names. So it was weird, like, man, you look just like me and you calling me an African booty scratcher. And that was like the first time I kind of witnessed like black on black hate. Like it was like, damn, bro. So me and my brother, we just kind of like formed our own thing, and people kind of gravitated towards us because we started to beat up the people that was supposed to be like the bullies, and we started to just dress fly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my mom was a hustler, so she used to buy us like, shout to Gladys. She used to buy us cool clothes, and you know, it kind of just helped us to become stronger and more flyer, and just, you know, and as we met our uncles, because I used to lie and act like I was Jamaican because there was so much hate coming for Africans. I used to be like, yo, man, I'm Jamaican, man.
I feel that on another level.
You feel me? And then I had met my uncle on my, he was Nigerian. And one day he came to the house and he had Versace shirt on with some loafers with no socks.
That was Daddy, actually. Oh yeah,
huh?
Okay. Oh, Richmond.
Uncle Richmond.
Uncle Richmond. Okay.
And he had
Don't forget about Daddy too.
Yeah, and I was just like, I thought Africans was just so like plain, and you know, they were just humble. And this guy, he's mad flashy, he had gold rings, and that was the first time I said, you know what, Africans is cool. Then I met all of his friends and what they did, and I was just like, oh, all right, Africans is cool. And that kind of gave me like the confidence to kind of go out there and be like, not all of us is smelly and all that extra shit. So yeah, but
we ain't smelly, but you know, I'm saying
no, like the food, like you know what it is. Like they kind of fuck with you and make you feel like you're not really
mentally.
Yeah, mentally. If you're not strong enough, it really fucks with you. So yeah.
Yeah.
I hope I ain't really talk too much, but yeah.
No. I get that. That's been in conversation a lot in the UK recently. All of this like internalized like anti-Africanness, anti-blackness that a lot of us felt growing up. Like, and there was this switch that happened. I don't know what influenced it, but out of nowhere, like it's cool to be African, and I feel like that was a really
super cool.
Takeover,
I mean, for me and my brother, when we first started like jumping on YouTube and doing all this extra stuff, we used to like overstunt. Like we used to pick out big packs of money, buy mad jewelry. And that came from like a little bit of the insecurity, and plus the like we had to prove to people like Africans get money. And I'm not saying that me and my brother kind of made things change, but we definitely helped in like shaping like the way how Americans view Africans, because not everybody wants Africans as they plug or like they connect, or you know, we are the ones that the ladies want. You know, we spend bread. You dig?
I see you.
So yeah. So I think, you know, it kind of helped like culturally to help people view Africans differently when all the Africans that got money and get fly started to really show themselves, you know?
Yeah. Okay, that's super interesting and definitely relevant to today's like current climate. So I'm glad you were able to share that with us.
Yeah, for sure.
So a little bit onto the music bit. Where did you guys' passion and drive for music actually come in? Like, was there a point in your life where you woke up and said, you know what, I'm going to be a successful rapper. Both of us are going to blow. Like, what was the turning point for you guys?
Nice.
All right. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, so basically, what was the turning point? The real turning point, to be honest, was like a couple of years ago, right?
I was like for me, I would say that.
Okay. So I'll say a couple of years ago, due to the fact that, well, my brother Buggy always been to music. Like he always got the glorification of music. He never stopped working with music. You get me? He always been a person to like, yo, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, whatever. But at the same exact time, we was getting money. Like I didn't care for music because, for me, I didn't care for music because I'm like, yo, what's the point? Because most of these rappers don't even have money like that. You get me? And honestly, we have what they have. The Protect Philippe's, I got that. The cars, we got that. You know what I'm saying? We over here really hustling, doing what we do. And I'm like, you know what? I wasn't really into music. Then my brother's like, yo, he's like, you know, he said, listen, man, what you're doing is you're doing your thing for nothing. He said, you know, you're talented. And, you know, I think what really made me be like, okay, I'm gonna focus on music was my brother telling me, like, you know what? I want you to do this, get on this beat. I want you to come and do what you do. I won't bother you.
It was for Protect Philippe, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Protect Philippe. Yeah, okay. So I actually got on there, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I went crazy on the record, and my brother came on the ad-lib. He said, no, yo, I'm gonna add this, ooh, whatever. And next you know, for some reason, and I still didn't care. I'm like, yeah, whatever, you feel me? But my brother did some nice, good marketing. I don't know what he did, and all of a sudden, the record just blew up in the States, and everybody just is like, whoa, yo, these G4 Boyz, the Africans is coming.
And that's when
Tory
had reached out to jump on it.
Yeah, and that's when Tory Lanez reached out and he hopped on it, and you know, I was like, okay, all right. I'm like, okay, probably this rapping thing is probably you right. You feel me? So I just, from that point, I said, yo, if we're gonna do records, we're gonna make sure that we're changing the game, because I don't want to be doing records like everybody else is doing it. You feel me? So for me, it was like a couple of years ago. I'm gonna be honest with you, for me, because I wasn't really taking music seriously until I made that song, and after that, it actually blew up.
Yeah.
What's up, Buzz? Talk to talk.
I mean, for me personally, it was for me, actually, I was kind of in like this limbo where just like I didn't know if I wanted to continue with music. It was like 2016, and I just needed some like inspiration, and because like my brother was saying, like we was making bread, we was doing our street thing, but it kind of hit me with just like I was kind of losing myself in it, like you feel me, and we was doing it, like we was kind of in and out the music thing for a minute, but it just wasn't working the way how we wanted it to personally work. And for me personally, I started to personally just pray a lot more, and I started to find God a lot more. And then I was kind of feeling a little bit empty, like, making all this bread, and it was like, for what? Like, how far is this gonna get me, this type of lifestyle? And then I had stumbled onto something called The Secret. It was a documentary. It's on Netflix now, and I just kind of watched it because here is this African street dude that got a little bit of bread, but his personal goals is not really there. Like, you feel me? And we kind of stay to our self, because that we African, we move a certain way. And when I watched the Secret in 2016, it opened my eyes to how you can go about achieving things. And it was like a documentary that's based on like the law of attraction, how to kind of just, manifest what is in your head and the steps to actually go ahead and do it. And it really inspired me so much. And then I got like an epiphany. And then when it kind of hit me, I kind of realized it's not about the money. It's really not, because how far can street money take you? Like, what can it really buy you? Like, how long is it gonna last? And where are you gonna end up? So I was just like, yo, man, the only thing, I don't have no high school diploma. You feel me? So I was like, what can I do that is gonna take me to the next level? And I'm like, yo, God gave us a talent to do music, and even if it's not working, maybe we're not doing the right things. You know what I mean? Because it's really hard to achieve music if there's 1 foot in the street and 1 foot in the booth. It's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So with my brother, it was hard because that he's really into making money, and he just felt like with music, I'm just spending money, I'm not making it. But I was like, yo, trust me, like, you could do it. And I found this beat, like he was saying. I was like, yo, bro, you would sound so good on this. I know what type of vibes you do. And it took him like, he didn't really, but he jumped on it. And then he came to me with the song. I was like, oh shit, like this sounds really good. And then we recorded it, and then Tory Lanez hopped on there, and that was the first time, you know, that we really received that type of energy that was just like dramatically good. And I don't know, because I just put it in my head and I just prayed on it. I don't know, but that was
it's
like
all
the
for
turning
God.
point for me.
All glory,
Yes.
all the glory goes to God. All
Amen. That was the
God.
turning point for me to be like, you know what, this could, we started making money, started getting shows and performing, and it's like, okay, this could work, you know? So yeah, that was it for me.
That sounds like such a like nice spiritual journey, as well as monetary fame, etc. Like your spirituality definitely played a part into that.
Yes.
And that's beautiful. That's really nice to hear, actually.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so slight change in angle, but let's talk about jewelry just for a hot second, because I follow you guys on social media, and jewelry seems to be you know, a prevalent topic every now and then, and you do have quite an impressive jewelry collection. So what is your favorite and also your most expensive jewelry purchase to date?
Ice. Today.
All right, well,
today,
I'm gonna tell you. So I have a 5980 Protect Philippe watch, plain Jane.
Make sure that, hold on, Ice. Make sure when you're writing that, you gotta put the right numbers. It's 5980.
Put the right numbers.
You know what? I was
So I have a 5980.
Plain Jane, no ice.
Plain Jane, no ice.
Yeah.
Why no ice?
Explain that, Ice.
Well, you know, it actually no. Honestly, it actually holds its vow, and I'm like, you know, like I said, I'm always a business dude. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm a hustler. So regardless of me making custom pieces, I still wants to you know, have my money saved into something. And plus, I love the craftsmanship of Protect Philippe. It's like one of my favorite watches. Like it's beautiful. You get me? And with that one, I have that 5980, and I do have a bust down Rolex 40 mm. But the 5980 costs right
now it's about
now. Yeah. Right now it costs like one something.
I mean, to elaborate more on Isis about an investment, like his watch originally, the price for that watch originally is like 60,000.
Yeah,
but now, if to go and buy it in the store, it's about like 95 to 100. You know what I'm saying?
So to 100. Yeah.
That's what happens. But if you would have put diamonds all in it, it would have stayed at 60. You know what I'm saying? So, because you start to drill holes in it, and once you drill holes in it, it's not what you bought it for. You know what I'm saying? Like, because now it's damaged. You know what I'm saying? And every diamond that you put in there, it's not really quality. So, yeah, it may look shiny, but it's not quality. You know what I'm saying? Unless you put in
BBS
super good stones.
Yeah, and you know, but with me, I like, my jeweler, Sean Jeweler, so he's like he's one of the best jewelers you can get me. So he gotta put me on game onto what it was. So I think me buying one shot thing, I'll say it was that my Cuban. I got a bust down Cuban. I spent 70 bands on there, 70K bands on there.
Small.
You know, it was saying my matter of fact, actually I have one of my pieces right here, one of my rings over here. This is a G4 Boyz AUG ring. It's with ASAP Rocky and stuff like that. You gave me shout out to him. What we spent on it? We spent like what? I think it was
that one. I think it's like 17 to 18. Between 17, 18. It did 18 to 25.
25 because we actually bought like 4 of them. You feel me? But as far as that, I'll say the most expensive thing I bought in one shot will be the watch, right? Yeah, the watch.
I think you bought it for like 95 or 100 between there.
Yeah, 100.
A couple years ago, so.
Yeah, a couple years ago, but now it's up. It's up. You feel me? So yeah, that's it.
Such a nice investment. Like buying it and knowing that in a few years' time, it's probably going to be worth more. So wow.
Yeah. I mean, some watches go down also. You know what I mean?
Really?
But watches like that, the one Ice is buying, normally goes up. You know what I'm saying? About like jewelry, it's like the stocks. You know what I mean? Up and down, but the good ones go up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. For me personally, my favorite piece is a custom made cartoon character that I had got made called Gargoyle. It was like a super old cartoon from like back in the day, and I remember growing up when they used to do the reruns of it. I used to be like, it's a cool cartoon. I was always into like old school stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it was a cool cartoon. It has like big wings and stuff like that. And that was like my favorite piece. That one cost me about It was like 65,000 for.
It was by Aviani, right?
Yeah, it was by Aviani. Shout out to Aviani.
Yeah.
But my most expensive piece is a Rich Mill. That one I paid $125. So yeah.
The RM what? What was the RM?
It was the RM30.
Okay.
RM30. Yeah. So, but like I said, you know, all that stuff is material stuff.
Material things, yeah.
And like the last 2 years, honestly, the last few years, I really learned during like my spiritual journey and my relationship closer to God. I really learned that it doesn't mean nothing, honestly. Like if you have it and you want to wear it and it's cool, yeah. But like before I used to wake up and be like, with my jewelry, I put it on. Now I wake up like if I feel like it, you know, like you feel me. So that's been my move lately.
That's beautiful.
Gangster.
Wow.
But I'm still a gangster and I still know how to fight. Facts.
Hear that.